Alright, y'all, so I'm back, right? And I'm back to just break down just some more broken gameplay, right? Of probably the worst game of all time. We're in round 3, right? And we can see how the fight's going, right? You can see clearly what's going on here. I'm doing what needs to be done. I got Aljamain Sterling. Guys, this game might as well be called Ultimate Wrestling Championships. You have to, you know, the name has to be changed to UWC, because if you don't wrestle, you're not gonna get rewarded for fighting with IQ. You literally, like, these games are so impossible to play nowadays. It's so mind-numbing. Like, there's so much other content to create, man. Unless you really love gaming, don't even pick it up, man. The competitive scene for gaming is so horrible, man. I mean, there's just no such thing as a skill gap anymore. And it's like, that's a part of the problem. And then you have just the development of these games. These developers need to be punched in their faces and dropped. Seriously, and I truly, genuinely mean that. You see a company like Rockstar, you see how Rockstar sits there and they do not release the game until the game is properly made, and then you know what ends up happening? They end up making a shit ton of money. Do these other mindless, idiotic companies not see that? Do these other developers not see that? The recipe for what making a good game looks like? There's no reason why I should come on this game, win rounds clearly, statistically, with damage, and somehow they make the judges sit there and not correctly judge the fight. Even in these sequences when I'm going for the finish, the fight should have been done. How many flying knees did he eat directly to the face against the cage? Why in the world did he survive that? Damage system, not realistic. Sports games, they're terrible, man. Tell me one sports game that's actually good in some way or requires some kind of skill. I'm only thinking about FIFA right now, and to be honest, I haven't played FIFA in years, or whatever they call it now, FC, whatever that new soccer game is. It's FIFA that we all know it as. Those games are not, like, that's probably the only one, but these games are just not playable. They're not playable. There's no skill gap in them. They're not properly developed. Is it that hard to make a sports video game? And I think the biggest problem with these sports video games and developers of these sports video games, if you guys can't make a new game every single year properly because there's not enough time, stop doing it. Simply do not release the game. Have one game like how Fortnite does, one of the best games of all time. Keep the same game and just update the damn game. Why is that so hard for these companies to sit there and do that instead of just dropping these trash products every single year? Not to make it even worse, UFC doesn't even drop every year. UFC drops every, what, 3 years or so, and they still make a trash game. So that should tell you their priorities is messed up, because they're not even focusing on development. Look at this fight. Look at the round by round analysis. They only gave me the 3rd round, right? Pay attention to this, guys. So the 3rd round, I clearly won. Should have even been a 10-8, right? I mean, stunned 3 times. That's a 10-8 round, but okay, because he hurt me that one time, okay, I get it. Maybe not 10-8, whatever. But round 2, we're gonna sit here and say I did not win round 2 when I had a knockdown, I had more damage than he did, and I had a takedown? We're gonna give him that round 2 UFC? Are we serious? So, I mean, y'all get the gist of this. The game is garbage. You see the overall fight stats. I clearly have more in my category. I did more than him, and I still somehow lost the fucking fight. It is what it is. Make sure y'all boys drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna keep calling these games out now, man. I'm not gonna be the person that sits around anymore. These games gotta get called out, and who knows? One of these videos gotta go viral. So it is what it is.
Gang, they cannot do it like him. Nobody shooting like him. Gang, nobody doing like him. That nigga hate everyone cause he broke, and that's why nobody like him. Gang, SD good, now he talking this shit.